Hey Minecraft fans, it's Collins. It's a creeper world. The better you are at vanilla, the better you are with all the mods. Namaste, Minecraft fans, which if I said that right is an Indian Hindi greeting, Hindi for hello, or basically a generic greeting. It's Collins again, and welcome to another edition of my Let's Play series. So we're looking at the mob tower drop zone here, and you can see all these creepers. I was in here earlier, and I came around the corner where I got this little open gap here, and there was a creeper in there, and he saw me, and I didn't move in time, and he blew every single pane of glass and about 5 of my hoppers out. So I replaced all that, and I didn't even think about this, but I got all these iron bars from the stronghold, so I figured I'd see what iron bars look like in here. And the other thing that I noticed in here is I figured the slimes, so the medium slimes come through this lava blade, but they don't actually split into small slimes until they hit the ground. So the small slimes hit the ground with full health still. I'm thinking maybe I could put cobwebs or vines or something in here to kind of slow the fall down, but then I also need this little bit of fall damage to finish off the mobs that don't die through the lava blade. So I don't know if maybe I can raise it up one more floor or what. We'll figure something out. Like if I raise it up 3 blocks, I can basically take my water level that I have now, move it up to the next floor, and then I only lose one of those floors that's in the slime chunk, that's low enough to be in the slime chunk. But otherwise this thing seems to work pretty well. I've got my little observation area here. I only put the iron bars down at the bottom. If I put the iron bars up here where the lava is, I have to do something with these signs, because the signs will break when I break those fences. But for now, we'll just kind of leave it that way. This thing's been chugging along, been kicking out a whole bunch of these. So I got a whole bunch of cacti, so the cactus farm's working. Got a few pumpkins. I've been stealing pumpkins because I was doing the jack-o'-lantern lighting. And then I got a bunch of melons. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all the melons. I actually broke through the wall and went in there and changed one of the other melons to pumpkins. So now it's only 1 melon and then 3 pumpkins. Someone mentioned something about a cocoa farm, so I can do a cocoa farm, but it's not fully automatic. And then I went over here to the farm and actually lowered this down. So now there's solid blocks that the animals sit on, and they don't seem to escape. I mean, they can still escape if they're here when the chunk does its thing, but I had that much of a problem with it. So it seems to work better if you do your animal farm like this. And I've got it to where the grass can still propagate, like down these stairs here, in which I didn't put stairs in. I just left it at the normal steps that you have to jump up on. And actually, I could probably take out the fences themselves at the top level because I don't need them, but it does keep other mobs from falling in there. But this seems to work a little bit better with it. A couple blocks deep, the mobs aren't escaping like they used to. And then the other thing I still need to work on is this is the old drop zone, so I went through and filled in all the holes for the water elevator up. But I left this drop zone because I still use it, and this is the coordinates for the new drop zone I'm going to place, but I haven't placed it yet. So this still takes me down, and it's a little ghetto here because it still sticks out. But the new one's going to go up against the wall here, and what I want to do is just do water on one side, like alternating source block air all the way to the top, so I can use one side for a water elevator, but at any point I can just go this way and then fall down. So hopefully I can use that to like stop at a higher floor or something, but we'll figure that out. And then I don't know, let's see if this shows up. Over here is the cave. So here's one of the libraries. This isn't the one I tore all the books out of, it's another one. And there's access to it downstairs. I just cut that through the wall because it's easier access. But I think you guys remember, I think I put this in video in one clip, there was this big huge cave, and I have gone through and lit it all up, and I've actually walled off and covered up a bunch of sections. Like just filled it in with all my extra blocks. But what I might have to do is actually half slab some of this out. Am I? Okay. What's been happening over here is there's I think part of this impedes on one of the existing slime chunks, and then there's also new slime chunks. But what happens is because the mob farm constantly cycles mobs, it actually, and I've got so much stuff lit up in this area, what it's actually doing is there's mobs that will more likely to spawn in other areas, including, even though this is lit up, normal mobs don't spawn, slimes will spawn in here. There's another slime chunk in here somewhere. So slimes will kind of spawn around in this area, and then they won't spawn in my farm anymore. But because I've got mob spawning shut off slightly because there's more stuff lit up, and because I've got mob spawning, the mobs that spawn in my trap constantly die, so it kind of gives more chance for slimes to spawn in other areas, including outside of my slime chunk. But over here is the drop down. Here's one that drops down where there's obsidian, and this is where I pulled redstone out, and I think this is where I got into the lower level. Yeah, so there's a lower level down here. This is all lit up, but there's void fog, so because we're so low down, we're at Y9, so we're actually below the standard lava layer, and you can see there's a lot of lava. And I did go through and grab some redstone and stuff, so I have a whole bunch of redstone. And this does not connect to the rest of the stronghold. There's no stairs going up in here. The only way to get to it is from the way we came in, which is through the big cave. And you can see, I'm so glad I do this torch thing on the right, because otherwise I wouldn't remember my way out of here. So I think it's over here somewhere. There you go. So we just follow our torches, red right. Red right. Oh, I think this does actually come up. This layer itself connects upstairs somehow. Let's follow our torches and see if we can find it. Red right, red right. There's our stairway. Oh! Yeah. Ah. Stair climbing fail by Kollins. Woohoo! Yeah. And then let's go check out... Well, you know what? Let's go upstairs really quick into the little temporary storeroom, and I need to do something with this walkway too. I want to change this around a little bit. Maybe even just take it out when I have the water drop. But I have the storeroom in here, so wrong deal. So I have 21 blocks of redstone, and that's after I made the extra sticky pistons. So my Enderman farm doesn't use a whole lot of redstone. It's basically tripwire hooks connected directly to pistons. So the only redstone I need is to do the drop zone floor to change it, to move it up and down a level. So I place like 4 glowstone blocks and then have them connected to sticky pistons. And then in my old design I had them dropping down with sticky pistons, but in the new design I'm going to put them on the side. So the glowstone block will be here, and the piston will pull it back there, and then this will be open, and underneath there I'll put hoppers. That way I can just have, a couple chests that are completely full with ender pearls, and that way whenever I need ender pearls I can just go in and grab the 2 chests and they're completely full. So we got all that. I still haven't moved this. I need to use my new design. So I have a new layout where I put the in my tutorial I had to update. So the lava sits there, and the water, it would actually sit right here where this block would be. So the lava would be the water would be in here. And then with the water and the lava at the same level, they never cancel each other out. And you could actually build a design like this without the redstone in it. I also have to flip this around and figure out what I want to do with it. I think I'll hide it underground somewhere. Or just shut it off. And I want to do something like a lighthouse type thing over there, but I'm trying to figure out how to scale that down to a lower size. We'll figure something out. And I'm trying to figure out whether I want to light up this whole area on the surface, because if I light this up, more stuff will spawn in my monster trap downstairs. I did cover up the surface hole because I don't really need it. It was just for marking out locations. But if I light the surface up, more mobs will spawn in my system, but I think I got enough mobs spawning in there now, so we can look down there one more time. The other thing that I get is this. The portal room actually sits partially in a slime chunk, so I get slimes spawning in my portal room. I might have to half slab the whole thing out. I don't know. But because of the way I've got this set up, and I've got caves lit up and stuff, I got more slime spawning. You can see I have a bunch of everything else. Not too many slime balls, but I do get some slime balls. The boots are from, there was an armored mob that came in here and I killed him by hand. See, they come in and sit like that. He's going to survive too, in fact. Because armored mobs, armor protects them, they don't take enough fall damage to die. And they probably don't want... Okay, it's a zombie. I can't do that when there's a creeper in there. He'll blow the glass out like he did last time. That was not fun. Oh, look. That guy can hit me. Come on, XP orbs. I have to be really careful in there. If a creeper drops down in there when I'm looking in there, things get messy. So here's the timing circuit for the mob tower. You can see I pretty much just encased this in solid blocks. I wanted to do that so that I wouldn't have like visibility of the other redstone. I don't know, I still get a little bit of lag when this thing switches. And I also added another row, so I pushed all this stuff back a block and added another row to this redstone and added more items in there. There's a couple stacks in there, a little bit more. So basically this redstone extends a little bit further, which makes it doesn't cycle as often. And I had to change all this around. I had, for some reason, this torch sitting on that block was powering this piston, so it wasn't working right. So I had to put the torch on this side. If I put it on that side, it powers that redstone constantly, so I had to put it over here. But this timing circuit still works. It's just extended out a little bit longer so it doesn't go as fast. And I went ahead and lit up all these other floors. You can see I encased a lot of stuff in brick, so I lit up all of these floors. These are all the ones in the slime chunks. And I did vertical redstone. So again, this is based off of the water. Actually using the alternating water flow is a design that I got from watching Monkey Farm. So Monkey Farm's design, he does the vertical redstone up the side. And it's really simple. You just alternate solid block torch, and I use jack-o'-lanterns because I'm a big jack-o'-lantern fan. But there's a trick to this because you can see the signal changes every 2 blocks. So right now this block is powered off and that torch is on, and that block is powered on and this torch is off. So the signal is off at 2 levels and on at 2 levels, and it keeps going up that way. But I've got 2 levels of headspace and a floor, so the pistons are 3 levels apart and the redstone is 2 levels apart. And it's best if you do vertical redstone to power pistons like this. You see this one's completely different, so there's solid blocks underneath there. But if you have to do vertical redstone to power pistons and your redstone, the pistons are more than 2 blocks apart, basically I left a 2 block wide space so I could get at all this stuff. And this allows me to do funky transitions. So this is backwards, so instead of the half slab here, the half slab's over there. And you can see this actually comes up a little bit, and then on the floor below it, it's a different layout. It's all crazy to get the redstone to work. With the redstone signal changing every 2 blocks and the pistons every 3 blocks apart. It's kind of a tricky thing. You kind of have to play with it, figure it out to do it. But that's the good thing. I have this brick block here to mark as a unique block, and this layer here. If we go down a little bit, yeah, you can see there's a cobblestone instead of smooth stone down here. This is because of this layer I couldn't get right, so I had to go all the way down here and check out all of these levels and figure them all out and fix them. And that's why this is all funky. So at this level it goes down 1. This level is even. That level goes up 1. That level goes up 1. It's all just funky. It's kind of a trial and error thing. But that's redstone. That's the way it always works for me. It's always trial and error. And then I have these floors up here still shut off. So I have these floors actually set up all the way up to almost right below the surface. It comes out near where my my storage room is that's right underground. But I haven't turned any of these other layers on. I didn't build the pistons yet, and I didn't run any of the redstone. You saw the redstone's partially laid out down here. I mean, it's set up to be, but I haven't done any of that stuff yet. And we may do that, just the levels down below are the only ones in slime chunks, so I was seeing what kind of slimes I would get. And this elevator is another access actually up to my little underground storage and outside world. And that's some of the changes we made in the existing world. One thing I haven't done, I haven't been to the end in a while. So I mentioned before I had like slimes and I had a zombie pigman come through the portal. I don't know if they're in the end. Let's find out. Gotta be careful though. If there's a slime, he's gonna push me off the edge. Yep. Oh, and a zombie pigman. Check you out. I'll get far enough away. Will the slimes come? Oh, multiple zombie pigman. Check you out. Gold bling. Go gold bling. See, I need to build out something more on my portal here because now the slimes are just gonna fall off the edge. Because my end portal sits out here at the edge. You can see these guys just kind of fall down. I haven't really done anything at all out here. I'm not going to go down and get those. One thing I do if I have to go out this way, I think I have to go out and mine or get rid of this thing here. So I'll have to do like a dirt pillar out and chop that off and then destroy my dirt pillar. Maybe chop off some of this. We might build some TNT since we got the mob farm producing TNT. And maybe we'll just TNT some of this stuff. I don't know. That's something we'll figure out. But I'm thinking about it, even though I haven't got the Enderman farm, the real Enderman farm built, we still have the ghetto farm. We got a looting sword. Let's play with some of these guys. Check you out. Wasabi! I haven't got any ender pearls. I've got enough ender pearls to build my end portal, but yeah, on the overworld. I wonder if there's... Oh, I took my minecart out. Yeah, this isn't working out right. I think they're teleporting up there or something. I don't know where they're teleporting to. Doesn't seem to work. I could just pissed off a bunch of enemies now. Dude. That's all I've done is piss off enemies. What's he doing? Oh, because he's on fire. Damn flame sword. Yeah, I think the fire aspect is making him teleport all over in weird places. I don't know if they're still aggro on me now, though. Doesn't look like it. Alright, so if I want to farm these guys this way, I'm going to have to do it without a flame sword. So let's go through the portal, and if you want to see credits, kill your own ender dragon. That's not a big deal, it's just a big... torch looks weird. Rain. It's not night though. Okay. Oh, chunk error. Check you out. And of course we still got all the access in the nether hub. I haven't really played with any of the grinders. I haven't been doing anything on the grinders because it's just all enchanted out. It did enchanting for like a couple episodes. But one thing we do have to do is over here where the dual skeletons are, there's that single zombie spawner, and I want to turn that into something with a villager deal. So I'll have to go in and shut it off and change the water elevator so it doesn't go up so high, and then find a way to separate out the zombie villagers from the other zombies. I might have some sort of design where each zombie falls into a unique hole, and then I can figure out if it's a regular zombie, kill it, and if it's a zombie villager, I can try to cure it. I see a pig man. Nope. I don't know if I showed this to anybody, but I got this lava. Oh, hello. I got this lava up here above this. This is kind of neat because these two dirt blocks, that's where I grabbed the other lava that I needed for my lava blade. But I have a source of lava for the lava blade, so I don't think I'm going to put water on that, turn it into obsidian. And over here is where I was kind of playing with a design to do automatic farm with dispensers for bone meal and a glowstone lamp and stuff. But I haven't set any of that up in the real world. I did it in creative to play with the timing. So I'm still trying to figure out a timing circuit. It's kind of complex because you have to do multiple bone meal, and then you have to do turn the light off. And I wasn't getting stuff instantly despawning with the lights off, so like normally if there's no light, crops will uproot, and it wasn't happening instantly when I played with it in creative, so I don't know how I can get that to work, because basically I want to go in here and have piston doors close, so the only light source is a glowstone lamp, and it's on a timing circuit where it flickers on and off. It's something I'll figure out. And let's go check out the slime chunk down here, see what it does. Because you saw last episode I did a whole bunch of caving. There was a big huge cave that connected at the end of my branch mine, so I went through that cave. And actually there's still another, there was like 3 zombie spawners over there. And there's still another one that I didn't finish mining all the mossy cobble out of. And I need to figure out something to do with the mossy cobble. I don't hear any slimes in here though. But the branch mine basically just runs straight. I haven't really done a whole lot in the branch mine, just what you saw on camera pretty much. Before last episode I came down here and found all the ores that we mined up. I think there were some ores here, and that's the stuff we mined up in the montage. Or maybe it was here, I don't know. And then this is where I stopped because it connected. I ran into a piece of mossy cobble in the roof, and that's where I came up here, and the first zombie spawner is. You can see I pulled all the mossy out of here, and this is where it connects to that huge caving system we were in last episode. That's where the diamonds and the emerald were in the montage. I think up here is where the other zombie spawner is. One of the 3 that I found. Oh, look at the big dark areas. Oh, and another emerald block. Let's do that. And I probably won't speed this up because we don't really need to, but let's light some of this up. See where it goes. Whoa. Hello, block leg. Oh, more zombie meat for the looting sword. What's up with the lag? Alright guys, give me a second to pause and reconnect. Alright, I've reconnected. Let's see if we still have block lag. Nope. Alright. Let's grab our... I heard something drop. Grab our looting, or fortune pick. 1. No love with the fortune pick. But as you can see, there's a whole bunch of caves in here that have a bunch of ores. I think we're at higher elevation, so this is mostly iron. And that dead ends. Look guys, Collins found another cave to nowhere. Yeah, I'll grab the ores later. We can come back for that off camera. And that looks like it dead. Oh no, it does go around. We'll deal with that later. Can't really do... Oh, big huge cave. Don't really have a whole lot of time for a ton of caving, so I don't know if we'll do all of that. Hey, let's grab the lapis. Oh, killed my torch. There's a zombie over there. Can he get up? Ah, no, this taps into the ravine. Oh, more redstone. I'll come back for the redstone. Even though I did get a whole bunch of redstone last time, there's still more to be had. And I will definitely gladly get more. And you can see a lot of places in here I didn't light up with my red right return, but I got a little bit, so still know my way back, which is good. And again, this all sits in extreme hills. That's why we saw all the emeralds. And that's why I did my branch mine in extreme hills, so I would get emeralds on top of everything else. I want to take a look at the world spawn, or the old base. I've been there. Last time I was here was in the tour, the world tour that has the link for the world download. So if you want to see the world download, there's a world tour episode. I think it's 2022, and it has a link to the world download. And I have to update the world download too. But if you want to play in the world, there's lots of cool stuff to see, and this obviously still has animals getting out of my farm. Because I haven't moved this one down. That's the animals getting out of my farm. Dang you. Dang cows. The cool thing is the flame on the sword, the fire aspect, I get steak. Cooked. Pre-cooked steak. More pre-cooked steak. And 1 emerald. But here's the chicken farm with the new... You can see I said I was going to throw a hopper down here. For some reason chickens land in... Oh, I thought I put glass there. But you can see this thing's full. Completely full. I took everything else out because it was full of eggs, but I have no use for the eggs really. I can make cake, but I still have my other cake. haven't played around in the swamp a whole lot. I have to check out this swamp and see if there's a, I'd like to find a witch hut and do a witch thing, but I don't think there's a witch hut in the swamp. I've been through a little bit of it, but not all of it. Mushroom farm that the mushroom's never growing because I'm never here. And we got just random mushrooms planted at the new base, just planted in the floor of the stronghold. That works for a mushroom farm. Eventually what I'll do is I'll find a place, open up a big place downstairs and do like a grow mushroom trees. And you can see this is the armor that's in there now. So this is, I got those cool chain boots we made before we did the diamond ones. And then that hat came with some pretty decent stuff on there. And then I made zipper pants and fireman pants. And this is that flame bow we made a while back. And then this is my old iron sword that I was using. There's basically a bunch of stuff in here. So if you do the world download and you can grab stuff in here, there's cobble blocks for blocks if you need them, and there's some iron to make tools, and there's stone tools. Lots of stuff in there for people to grab and use, and for me to grab and use. So if I have to go back someplace crazy, if I die, then I have some backup armor that I can come into the nether hub real quick and grab. And I have to go through here and set up all my minecart tracks. I'm trying to figure out whether I want to go diagonal with the minecart tracks or just go straight to match the abandoned mineshaft theme that I got going on. I might do that. I might go straight this way and then just do like a 90-degree turn. I'm thinking about maybe putting some, like a little strip of abandoned mineshaft off to the side and down a level like you see in a regular abandoned mineshaft. But there's still more of that I gotta play with over here. And we'll do... we can do some enchants and stuff too. Let's go in here. Yeah, so this is my ghetto mushroom farm. I just threw mushrooms in the corner. You can see they grow quite a bit. Oh, I have another X-ray machine up here. This one actually has a decent view of the mob farm, which is why I placed it up here. So let's see if we can get at this. And for my cheaty X-ray machine, the switch at the top seems to work really good because you can get at it. And there's the mob farm. And you can see it just cycled. And you can see this is that big cave over here that we saw earlier that I went to. There was nothing in it. You can see slime spawn in there. So because the mob farm has a constant cycle of mobs, it allows for more stuff to spawn in the unlit areas and more slimes to spawn even in the lit areas. But we got quite a bit of stuff lit up and quite a bit of darkness still. There's darkness over there, there's darkness up here. I haven't figured out where that is. But it looks like there's a underground lake there, and it looks like it might be underneath the ocean. So I don't know if we're going to find that. And there's stuff way back that way. And I was down in the abandoned mineshaft section a little bit, and there's another cave spider spawner somewhere, but I just kind of ignored it. I figured I'd come back when it was on camera, so at some point we'll do that on camera. But here's another cheaty X-ray machine. I think that's in the world download. I'll update the world download soon. So that's kind of a little bit of this and that we got going on in the world now. I might have to turn on this spider farm and set this up so we get spider eyes for enchanting. I don't do a whole lot of... I have a whole stash of spider eyes now, but maybe I'll get a little supply going and we can do... I'll do a bunch of speed potions and run around with speed potions all the time. And we'll use some more splash potions on the dual grinders, the dual zombie and stuff like that. Maybe use some, see what happens if we use them when we build an Enderman farm, and then we'll build the Enderman farm and split that off. So kind of gloss over it in the Let's Play, and then I'll have a more in-depth tutorial. So if you want to know how it's built, you can watch the tutorial, or you can just follow along that Let's Play. But for now, we're running a little bit long, and I did start a new job today. It's with a bigger company. It's actually a subsidiary of IBM. So I spent a lot of time today waiting around for corporate processes and stuff, but I got to show up for the new job all the time, so the Let's Plays may come a little bit further in between, especially if I do some more tutorials, but I'll try to keep those updated, and we'll get things going on. We got a lot of stuff in plans for stuff, and we got a whole bunch of redstone now to play with, so we can be able to do all that. Like I mentioned before, with the Enderman farm, most of the redstone is in the sticky pistons, and I have all the sticky pistons I need now. So don't need any more redstone for the Enderman farm. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, because I got all the sticky pistons built now. So we'll have redstone to play with. And we'll do some stuff in the end. We'll do some stuff with some more automated farms. But for now, I'm going to sign off and get some rest and go to my cool new job. So thanks everybody for watching, and thanks everybody who likes and subscribes.